Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video it is of course a H&M haul, so I have lots of gorgeous spring summer finds, including a fabulous occasion wear dress, and then also one or two pieces I was kind of disappointed about, but I'm not going to delay, we will get straight into it. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe for future videos. First up is this gorgeous Bardot find, and I was really hoping it was going to look just as nice on, and I was really happy when I tried it on. It was really comfortable, number one, but number two, with these elasticated necklines, sometimes you might find with the Bardot styles that you might move your arm and one side goes up and one side goes down, and you're constantly having to pull at it. This didn't do that at all, and that's one thing I look to when I'm trying something on and I'm thinking, is it going to work for my wardrobe? Is it going to work for my summer wardrobe? And this definitely will. So you've got that lovely stretch, again it moves with your body, but it also has that nice little sticky fabric on the back, so it is going to kind of stick onto your shoulder a little bit better. Another thing is you've got a double frill front, so I just think it adds an extra element of glam. So it's something that's just so easy to dress up or down. And another perk which I love, especially in the summer, or maybe you're the type of person who might be concerned with bloating. That's a question I get asked a lot. This is really great because it's your thin elasticated waistband. It's going to move with your body, and if you want to disguise it, you can do so really easily with just a very thin waist belt. In terms of length, you've got this nice kind of midi maxi length. Now I'm 5'8.5", and I just thought it sat really nicely on. This is something that if you were maybe at a wedding abroad and you were at like a wedding day 2 or 3, and maybe you're at a nice like a barbecue, I think this would just look really nice. I also really like these styles H&M do every year because they're so easy to fold in your suitcase, and I just think they're so practical. I'd one very similar to this last year. At the time I was like 6 months pregnant, and honestly I just got so much wear out of it because it adjusted with my body, and when I tried it on again this year, it was something that if I just added a little belt to it, it would be absolutely perfect again. So that's one thing I do like about these styles. They're really practical and they're very easy to glam. Next up is this cobalt blue summer shirt dress, and when I took it out of the packaging I just instantly fell in love. I was like, oh my god, it's absolutely gorgeous. But then when I tried it on, I was just so disappointed. So even though, as I said, I'm around 5'8.5", it's still not overly tall. It was incredibly short, so I'm going to show you here what it looks like. You guys can kind of be the judge. It was just a little bit too short for me, so like I kind of sat a bit too high here, and then it was long at the sides. So I get the effect, but it just needed to be ever so slightly longer. So if you're petite, I think this will definitely be one for you to check out. Like really lovely colour, really nice quality. It had a really nice neckline as well, and the kind that if you are fuller busted, that you could just either put a cami top on underneath, because you've so many different colours to work with there. But really it was really generous. Now the only other thing I would say is the belt just felt a little bit flimsy, and it makes this, like, because you have these shell detail on it, it makes like this rattling noise. So if you're sensitive to sounds, or you think it's just going to be irritating, I would say no to this. Overall though, in terms of fit, this is the size extra large. I would say yes, it would fit up to size 20, but you would want to be petite, I think, for this to work. Really disappointing because it was so gorgeous, and I do believe it came in other colours as well, but let me know what you think on this one. This is a dress that definitely caught me by surprise. When I took it out of the packaging, I really wasn't sure what it was going to look like on. Was I going to like it? Was I mad on the colour? But one thing for sure is when I put it on, I was really pleasantly surprised of how comfortable it was and the overall fit. Now on the website it wasn't very clear, so I couldn't really tell was there much stretch to it or not. So I went up a size and I got the 2XL in it, or the XXL as some people call it. So here you see the stretch, it really moves with your body. I probably could have gotten the XL in this. It does feel a tiny bit big on the bust area, but overall it's incredibly comfortable, and I really like the overall shape. So if you're the type of person that might be hesitant about wearing pleats. I know a lot of people think pleats can be aging or pleats can grab to your tummy area. That's all dependent on the fit. And also one amazing perk I would say is when you're teaming a pleat with a print, it gives a total different look. It's also a lot more modern, and you definitely wouldn't see any grabbing, let's say, to lower tummy areas if that's what you're concerned about. But overall, really pleasantly surprised, especially for the price. For me today, I did put a pop of colour. I felt like it just needed something, but you could totally keep this simple as well. You could put it with black accessories or plain. Now this undertone here, it's almost on the grey blue scale, so you could really enhance more the blue accessories if you wanted to add a different kind of colour instead of red, if red isn't your thing. For your classic summer skirt, I picked this, but initially I picked it to go with this tailored waistcoat. I even went up a size in the waistcoat, and honestly guys, when it arrived, there was no way, it was not going to fit me in any way. So for today I have put it just with a simple black top, just to kind of give some kind of overall feel of how this sits on. I'm not overly mad on the shape. Some people might like it, so I wanted to make sure I showed it. So I'm on the fence about it really. One thing I'm kind of slightly disappointed about is you have tie waist detail on either side. That part of me would kind of imply there'd be like some kind of elastin in the waist, and that you could maybe tighten it and define your waist a little bit more if you wanted to, but you can't. So really I'm not too sure why. It doesn't really serve a purpose other than just looks and appearance really. So yeah, I'm not too sure really about it. In terms of length, it's a nice length. It is something you could easily dress up or down. Overall for me though, it was the material that I liked. So I like these kind of thin floaty fabrics, but again, it was like, it's a nice thickness that it doesn't look see-through, and you'd be able to wear it casually day or night. Something you could just throw on really, really quickly in the summer months. Something that when you don't know what to wear, it will work with a number of pieces in your wardrobe. Again, as I said, I'm not too sure on the fit. I'm probably going to be sending it back, but I will be looking for something similar. So slip dresses are always great for summer, and when I saw this on the website I had really high hopes for it. But when I saw it in real life, I was quite disappointed. Now bear in mind, I actually did iron this, and for whatever reason it happened to just slide off the chair I had it resting on, and then within seconds it was creased really badly. So that was a red flag number one. I was a bit like, oh, that's disappointing how easily it creased. Now obviously we don't mind creases in certain clothes, especially when it comes to your likes of your linens and things that actually works with on it, and it looks really nice. However, with certain things like this, especially with a dress, you don't want that to happen, okay? And also the quality itself, it just felt really, really flimsy. Now I'll show you here what it looks like on. I'll let you guys be the judge of it. I did go up a size for across the bust, but I don't know if you noticed that the neckline just doesn't seem to want to sit right. And also on the straps, there's no real adjustable option, so that's another kind of downside. So it just, I don't know, it just wouldn't sit. Now you do have the lining just to above the knee, so you have that kind of see-through floaty effect. And I guess that if you were going somewhere really, really warm, you would want something that's really, really light and easy to throw on. I just don't think I'm mad on anything that creases this badly. Now I wanted to throw in a few tops into the mix of this haul, and when I saw this on the website as well, I thought, oh wow, it's really, really pretty, and I was really looking forward to seeing what this would be like on. So you've got your really pretty cut out sleeve, you've got that boho effect, got your V-cut neckline, so it was ticking a lot of boxes. But I was straight away, when I saw the material, I was quite disappointed. Now you'll see here what it looks like on. Now just for reference, I kept my bra on, my same bra of the lace bra. Now normally for items like this you go for like a plain bra, especially in nude, so it doesn't show through too much, but I kept it on just for pure example that you could see how see-through it is. And there's one thing having a product or a top that's maybe a little bit sheer, and there's another when it's just really transparent, and that's what I just didn't like about it, and I feel like a lot of people wouldn't like that either. So it's all the same all the way around. And then also the overall fit. So the fit, it's quite oversized, and then it's quite boxy as well, so it just gives a strange shape. I'll let you guys be the judge of it. I think if you are fuller busted as well, it's just going to sit out an awful lot more like boxy. And then also I would say you would need to go down a size or 2, however then you might struggle across the arm area. So it's a bit of a funny one. Also it depends on personal taste as to how you like to wear your clothes, but for me it's a no. Maybe somebody might like it here, but for me it's a no. The only other perk is the sleeve was quite nice. It had like a nice comfy elastic on the wrist that I know can bother some people, but other than that I think this is going to be going back. For dresses with sleeves, I always think it's really nice to have one of these options in your wardrobe for summer, especially if you live in a country that your weather might be quite unpredictable, like the UK and Ireland. You just never know what the summer months can bring, but you might still want to feel summery. Then these kind of dresses are just really nice to have. Now H&M, to be fair to them, they do these dresses really well every year, so that the style, they have this nice button style detail all the way down the middle, and it finishes just past the knee. So if you wanted to, you could kind of undo a button at the bottom if you wanted to just show off more leg, if you wanted to kind of change it up and have more of an evening feel to it. So you do have a lot of versatility with these styles. Also, if you didn't want the tie waist detail on the belt, just swap it out for maybe a slightly fancier belt, maybe something that had gold buckle detail, and then correspond with nice matching accessories to just glam it up that little bit more. In terms of overall fit, it is a big fit. So what I would say is go down a size if you want it more fitted. Again, you have the tie waist detail to define your waist, but if you're the type of person that maybe you're concerned that in the summer months you tend to bloat in the heat and you do want something loose, but you still want something that will define your waist that little bit more, then go true to size. It's really nice and flowy on, so I think this is definitely going to be a keeper in my wardrobe for this summer. Surprise, surprise, another dress find. Now this is a gorgeous midi dress, and when I saw it on the website I absolutely had to pick it for this haul because I love the shape, number one, but I love the fact that you've got this really nice stretch elasticated back, so it means regardless of what bust size you are, it's really going to move with your body. And then secondly, you have adjustable straps, so it's just going to work really well and you can navigate as to how you want it to sit on your body. With styles like this, it's also really easy to dress up or down, but these kind of work really well as a staple piece in your holiday wardrobe or your summer wardrobe. Again, if you might have a last minute invite somewhere and you just want something pretty, something that could be really nice with flat sandals, or easily dressed up with like gold crossover sandals as well, and something with a block heel, maybe one of those really pretty basket bags. There's just so much you can do with these kind of styles. As well, in terms of packing, they pack really well, especially if you only have hand luggage. They actually fold up really small, so that's another one that I love about these kind of styles. I have something similar from last year from H&M and I just got so much wear out of it, so yeah, I was delighted with the overall fit of this too. Now if you're looking for more of an occasion wear dress, I think this could be an absolute gorgeous find. I really had hoped that on the website it would work just as well in real life, and I was so pleasantly surprised. The overall fit is absolutely gorgeous. On the back, I realised I forgot to show the back. The back is high neck, so it goes all the way to the back of the neck, so you don't have to worry too much about different bras. You don't have to worry, is it a low cut style, which a lot of occasion wear dresses tend to be, which means it's a little bit more frustrating trying to figure out a bra that's going to work. We don't have that problem here. So this is just your beautiful kind of dark cornflower blue. You've got that really nice ruffle detail on the sleeve, so just ever so slightly sits nicely above the upper arm. and then you have this soft frill detail both going all the way down the dress and along the neckline. So it means you're having that nice summery dress occasion wear feel, but without too much frill going on. So sometimes when we're dealing with different body types and a lot of frill, it can just be a lot going on and it can make people look a lot bigger than they are. I don't think you have that problem with this dress, especially with the cut and shape that it is. I was just, yeah, I absolutely loved it. I was blown away when I put it on. This is the size extra large, and this would be perfect for size 18 to 20, or bust friendly as well. Also, another perk about it is because we can wear any bra we want to, we don't have to worry about straps either, so you can wear your bra of choice, which is fantastic. And if you did want to wear Spanx or something with, you know, the full body kind of style ones, you could do that as well. But overall, I just think a gorgeous flowy number, especially for the price, and honestly it looks so much more expensive in real life as well. So that is everything from today's H&M haul. If you do like these kind of videos and you want to see more, don't forget to like and leave a comment below, and of course subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. If there is anything in particular you need to ask any questions on, if you're not sure about anything, also just let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to get back to you guys straight away.